In previous class, I explained about the classification of animal tissue. There are four types of animal tissue: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. So today we are going to start with epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is a covering of animal body or body organs. Like epidermis is a covering of plant. Same way, epithelium is a covering of animal body and animal organs. Like if I said about this is a blood vessel, so that means this blood vessel's outer covering is made up from epithelial tissue. Same way if I say this is a lung, so this lung's outer covering is covered from epithelial tissue. So on the basis of location, epithelial tissue further divides into 5 types: squamous epithelial tissue, cuboidal epithelial tissue, columnar epithelial tissue, ciliated epithelial tissue and glandular epithelial tissue. So today I am going to explain you about first squamous epithelial tissue. Squamous epithelial tissues are generally arranged in a look like a tile shaped structure. It's a flat in shape and it's very thin. This squamous epithelial tissue further two types: simple and stratified. If it is single in layer and flat in shape and very thin in layer, that means it is a simple squamous epithelial tissue. But when this simple squamous epithelial tissue arranged in multiple layers and form intermediate layers, that time it is called as a stratified squamous epithelial tissue. One more special feature in stratified squamous epithelial tissue, that in this keratin protein is present. This keratin protein gives strength to this epithelial tissue, which prevent us from wear and tear. So that means on the basis of their structure, squamous epithelial tissue further divide into simple and stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Now we will talk about its location. The squamous epithelial tissue present in the lining of blood vessels, in our lungs and the lungs alveoli. You know about the alveoli? This is lung alveoli and it is present in kidney tubules and in our mouth lining. Inside the mouth, this epithelial tissue is present. So, we have talked about squamous epithelial tissue, location and structure. Now, next is cuboidal epithelial tissue. Now, why its name is cuboidal? The reason is because the cells are cube in shape. Due to cube shaped cells, this type of epithelial tissue are known as cuboidal epithelial tissue. Now, cuboidal epithelial tissue present where the glands are present generally, like salivary gland, pancreatic gland, sweat gland. So that means its major function about absorption, secretion. So this is all about the cuboidal epithelial tissue structure and function and location. Now come on next, columnar epithelial tissue. Same way, why it is known as a columnar epithelial tissue? Because the cells are column in shape. That means pillar-like shaped cells are present. That's why these epithelial tissues are known as columnar epithelial tissue. A very important feature in this, that in columnar cells or pillar cells in columnar epithelial tissue, nucleus are present on base side. That means whenever you draw the diagram, the nucleus you will draw at base side. You can't draw in middle or upper side. So you have to draw the nucleus at the base side. It's an important feature of columnar epithelial tissue. Now, if we talk about its location, it is present in generally our digestive parts like our small intestine, our stomach and large intestine and all. So that means this also, like cuboidal epithelial tissue, it also helps in digestion. So we can say epithelial tissue, one major common function is protection, and along with its protection it helps in secretion and absorption. So three epithelial tissue, squamous, cuboidal and columnar. Thank you. Have a nice day.